Welcome back to What's Up Wednesday. The sun is directly in my eyes today. Today, let's see, there's a little bit of what's up, but mostly I'm gonna do a song breakdown of new swag, and then I might talk about freestyling a little bit, because I've actually got a question about freestyling for y'all that I need somebody to answer for me. And no, I'm not just gonna Google it. So, what's up? Let's see. What is up is I've got 2 songs coming out in the next 2 weeks. Next 2 Mondays are gonna be New Music Mondays to complement What's Up Wednesday and Freestyle Friday. So New Music Monday next week. That's when Yeti will be dropping, which I talked about last week or 2 weeks ago. That song is sick. And then the second Monday, July 6th, is when a song called Regenerative Agriculture, aka Gratitude. Actually, it's Regenerative Ag / Gratitude comes out, and that one's really good too. I'm happy with that one. Let's see. That's all that's really up though. I haven't done any other music project stuff in the last week. Been kind of chilling. So let's do a song breakdown of New Swag. New Swag is a song that came out on the album Music is Fun that I originally put out in 2023, one of those years before it got bot swarmed, and I took it down because I didn't want my Spotify account to get perma-banned. They're pretty hardcore about that. So took down the album, had to sit on it for a year, and then re-uploaded the album recently. And so New Swag is back out. It was also the 3rd single to come out before the album, so it had its own album art. I did not re-upload that version. Maybe I could. I'm happy with the album art. But it is a song about proposing to my wife. Back when she was my girlfriend, becoming fiance. And yeah, it's a really cool song to capture that moment. I'm really glad I wrote this song when I did, when I was feeling all that. I talk about there was a specific moment where I was waiting for the ring to arrive. I had ordered the ring to a friend's house, so I knew I wanted to propose at this point, obviously. I had found a ring by, I didn't know if she had a Pinterest, but I figured I'd Google, my wife's name, Pinterest, and see if anything popped up, and sure enough, I found her old Pinterest, and on there, of course, she had a whole album dedicated to wedding rings that she liked, and I scrolled through them. They all looked exactly the same, so I was able to take that to a ring shop and ask them, hey, what kind of ring is this? Give me one of those. And yeah, so that was cool. She was like, what? When I told her this later, she was like, what? This didn't all look the same. Those were all totally different rings. Then she pulls up her Pinterest and she was like, oh yeah, these all do look the same. So anyways, I had already purchased that ring, but Kristen and I were already living together, so I didn't want to order the ring to the house and give it away. So ordered the ring to a friend's house, and it was like a work from home day, so I was sitting over there working from home, waiting for the ring to come. I was also all antsy because it's a very expensive package. I didn't want it to get swooped off the porch or something. So literally the second it arrived, I was gonna go get it. So I was all antsy, sitting in the living room waiting for the box to come. And that's kind of how the song starts, is telling the story of that moment, so I could get the box, drive over to Kristen's dad's house to follow the tradition of asking for permission to marry the daughter. Yeah, it was a fun moment. And so they asked me, it has the skinniest little band, her ring, this tiny little band. And on the website that I ordered from, where did I order it from? New Brilliance, maybe? Brilliant Growth? Something like that. They do lab-grown diamonds, which I'm a fan of because they're more sustainable. But, and cheaper. like a third the price. But the band is like this skinny little band, and they asked if I wanted to engrave anything on it, and I was like, this is literally not even getting visible. Sure, why not? And so I got it engraved with swag, thinking that would be funny when she found out in like 10 years that this whole time her engagement ring has been engraved with swag. And so it shows up. She loves the ring. She's wearing it. She says yes. It's great. And then like the diamond's a little loose in the setting. So she like calls up customer support, sends it in. They like tighten it up, and then they're going to send it back, and they call her up. For some reason, they like wanted to confirm something, and they're like, "Yours is the ring engraved with SWAG," and she was like, "Yep, that's mine." Just knowing me, and so, yeah, she found out much earlier than I expected, but it was still hilarious. And that allowed her to, when she got my wedding ring, because we kind of did the same thing where she didn't see my wedding band, or I didn't see my wedding band until the day of the wedding. I think she hadn't seen hers yet either, but I just got her something that like matched the engagement ring. What she got me my wedding ring and like didn't show me until the day of the wedding, which was fun. And she was able to get it engraved with swag too. So when I say we got some new swag in that song, I mean for real. We got some new swag, and it is literally engraved with the word swag. So that's funny. Anyways, yeah, that song is a fun one. It's about that moment. I also think I packed a lot of good punchlines in there that I'm really proud of. I am quite confident that whole song came together in like an hour. When I've got something like a story to tell or something to say like that, those verses just flow right out of me. It's so easy. And that was one of those moments. I'm very confident. But I'm the bling king like Midas. I'm the bling king like eyelids. Rhyme pair I think is funny. And then right before that I do a Stadium Arcadium line. It's girls are from Jupiter, boys are from Mars. We bring them together, Stadium Arcadium, referencing the Stadium Arcadium album by Red Hot Chili Peppers, where the first album was, I forget what order they go in, but one of the discs, because it was a 2-disc album, one of the discs was Mars and one of them was Jupiter, and so literally bringing them together with Stadium Arcadium. So I thought that was a clever line too. Real proud of those. So yeah, it's a fun song. And then, yeah, since that whole thing came together in like an hour, that was getting me thinking about freestyling. Because I noticed there's like different people seem to have different definitions of freestyling in their head. And so if you know the actual definition of freestyling, please drop it in the comments below and let me know, because I want to know. Because there's like Juice WRLD, who's the guy who got me rapping, really. He's the guy who got me freestyling, watching him freestyle for an hour and a half. Crazy inspirational. Blown away. What an astonishing talent. Made me want to start trying that. So back in like 2018, started trying freestyling, and that led me to where I'm at today through a circuitous route. But anyways, Juice WRLD, obviously he's freestyling completely on the spot, making stuff up as he goes. Same with Harry Mack. That's like one definition of freestyling. But then you get the guys like hopping on these shows or labeling their YouTube videos as freestyles, where they're like, clearly it's something that was written before, like Lil Dicky's freestyle on whatever that turned into Bruh. That freestyle was pretty obviously pre-written. I think he even talks about it in an interview somewhere, and he says, yeah, that was like the 26th take. Which I got all the respect in the world for Lil Dicky. I'm not trying to talk smack on Lil Dicky. I just want to know, what are people thinking of when they say freestyle? Because there's him, like, I think Coast Contra does some of the same things. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're just like exceptionally talented, which honestly I would believe, because they are exceptionally talented and can literally make up like minute and a half verses on the spot with like a cohesive theme and a story. Like, maybe, I don't know, I'd be blown away. But But those guys blow me away regularly, so I believe it. Or I saw Amine post one recently that was labeled freestyle on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure the guys in the background were like singing along or like doing acting with the lines that he was doing, and so like it had to be rehearsed. But maybe I made that up. Maybe he's just that good too. Anyways, and again, no smack talk on any of these guys. I respect the hell out of all of them. Amine, incredible artist, so good. I love Amine. And Ankos Contra. Point being though, some people like seem to call freestyling something else. And so the only thing I can think of that those guys have in common when they're posting those is that they seem to be still recording it in like one take in front of a mic. It's like them and a mic and a camera, and they're getting it all in one shot, one continuous shot of them delivering this verse. So it's almost like a live performance, just in front of the camera instead of live. Compared to, you know, releasing it as a song where usually when you go into a studio, you do like 3 takes and cut out all the breaths and splice them all together so that it sounds good or whatever. And so, yeah, maybe that's some people's definition of freestyle. Or the third thing I could think of is like, maybe these verses are written in like a very like short period of time beforehand. Like I could imagine some homies playing a freestyle game where everybody's in a room and it's like, okay guys, we got like 20 minutes to think of a verse. It's gonna be over this beat. Blah, blah, blah. Here you go at it. And then so everybody sits down with a sheet of paper and writes for like 20 minutes and then shares what you've got. And that's like a freestyle. Like a 20-minute freestyle or something, you know? I don't know. Maybe that's some people's definition of freestyle. Maybe that's what some of these are. And the reason I thought of all this from New Swag is because that's kind of what New Swag was, right? Well, like arguably, if that song was written in like an hour or two, you could consider that a freestyle based on that, if that's the time limit you get. I don't know. I want to know. Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me in the comments, please. What is a freestyle? What makes a song a freestyle? Or a rap a freestyle? Is it just off the top of your head in the moment? That's it? That's the only thing that's a freestyle? Is it like you sit down, you get like a couple minutes to write? And I've heard this from like a guy who did rap battles, is that's how some of the rap battles he did works. But then you got to go like on the spot? Or is it like just any rap delivered kind of in one take, one go, even if it's written beforehand and rehearsed? Unclear. Please fill in the blank for me. Yep. So New Music Monday the next 2 weeks. Yeti and Gratitude, aka Regenerative Ag. And then yeah, New Swag, cool song. Love that one. I should probably re-release it with its own album art. It deserves it. I love that song. Check out New Swag by B. Boyd if you haven't yet. And then please tell me what makes a rap a freestyle. And I'll see you next week.